All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here.
Gabe, the Night Watchman.
And we are ready for even more Beatles, baby. Beatle Mania.
Beatlemania.
And we're looking at a song that's quite appropriately titled from my friend right here. He's always ready to start a revolution at the drop of a hat. We're listening to, obviously, Revolution.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
The revolutionary of the group, or the very politically active one, was John Lennon, correct?
I think it's safe to say that.
He was very anti-war, and I again, just watching the one documentary of going down the rabbit hole, you know what I mean? Like, when he went to New York, everybody thought that that's why he had gotten killed, and it was actually just a very crazy obsessed fan, but because he was very outspoken against like the Vietnam War and just all the things. And honestly, who's not against war? You know what I mean? Like, look, I get it, you know, countries got to have their sovereignty and stuff like that, but regardless, no matter what, and I heard the best way somebody put it is, war is old men sending young men to die. It's just that simple. Old men that sit in these seats and have these position of power sending young men to die over some kind of ideology or philosophy or something like that. But realistically, you ain't going down there. It's not like back in the day.
In the olden days, they would.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Back in the old days, George Washington was out there. Come get it, cousin.
William Wallace?
Yeah, Napoleon Bonaparte. Yeah, if you're going to be out here with me, then let's go. Let's do it together. But if you're not out here, why am I taking your orders? With that being said, like, he was very politically active. He was like, make war, love, not peace. Not.
I don't know if he coined that phrase. According to Field of Dreams, it was Terrence Mann.
It's so cool that they were revolutionary, and I just really recently saw One Love, which is the biopic for Bob Marley, and he was actually very anti politics and all the stuff that was going in Jamaica at the time. And it just seems that for whatever reason, they speak for those that can't speak for themselves, if that makes sense. And musicians, you got to give it to them, because they could easily just, let me make some fun commercial hits and make my money. I don't need to be controversial. I don't need to stir up any problems. I don't need to anger anyone. I don't need to, but they still do it anyway. And that kind of tells you that for some of these guys, it's not just about the money. It is really about the art form and being the modern day poets and the modern day voice for, at the time, the youth. But I'm super excited to check out this song.
Yeah, a lot of artists, a lot of bands, they would do that. I feel like even TLC, one of my favorite groups, they did that as well. As they got more popular, they had more of a platform to kind of like add, because they had that responsibility of who they're talking to and this or that. Their song Unpretty is a big example of that. But absolutely excited for you to listen to this song for the first time. If you like our reaction to Revolution anyway, please don't forget to
like and subscribe.
And we're going to jump into this. All right, excited for this. It's hard for me to say a lot of these like famous song titles without busting into just how it's said in the song. Just saying Revolution is just too boring for me. All right, let's check this out right now.
Stop. I've heard this. I didn't realize it was the Beatles. This has been in so many different movies. I actually love this song, so I'm gonna tell you right now.
I thought you would like it.
But man, he's killing it in the beginning. That's like hardcore record.
Yeah, it's a different song. Like this one, another song, Go Back to the USSR, is just kind of, they just have so much different songs out there.
Oh man, like, sorry guys, it was like 2 minutes. Like, wait, I've heard this before. I've never heard the whole song, so I want to check it out. But yeah, it's in a lot of different films.
When you talk about destruction,
If it was just my headphones, but it didn't sound like there was like a lot of extra distortion on that one.
I was gonna say that's the only complaint really to the song.
I don't know.
I'm assuming it's just this specific recording we listened to.
I'm not sure if it's my headphones are jacked up a little bit, but yeah, like I don't remember that much distortion when I hear this song.
Maybe because it's a live version. If you have heard like the cleaner, edited in studio version.
Yeah, I mean it's just the one that was on their channel.
Man, I gotta tell you, Nick, I love this song, and this is one of the first times that I literally not only listened to the song but read the lyrics, lyric by lyric. And I gotta say, and if you walking around carrying her pictures of Chairman Mao, then you were gonna make it with anyone anyhow. Like, and for people that don't understand, like, you gotta put it into context, right? Chairman Mao is like the modern day version of Xi Jinping, if not worse. All right, this guy, I mean, not to get too political, but dude, he murdered millions of people, his own people. You know what I mean? So it's like for other people, like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, this philosophy is good. Well, look what happens to people under that philosophy. That's just being real. And the fact that he's so brave to take up and put up a stand and say, look, I don't care if you like what I got to say, but this is the reality and I'm going to put it out there. I guarantee you there were records that said, don't put that out there because if not, we're not selling records in China.
You don't want to ruffle
So what?
feathers.
So what? You know what I mean? Guess what? We don't sell records and it doesn't matter. It's not all about selling records, you know, sometimes. And I know that, for instance, like Disney, so sometimes when they make films, they have to be cautious about what they put in because it's in different areas and in different markets. They can't play certain things or whatever. So they'll change titles. They'll do different things to be able to push it in that market. And it's just sometimes, it is what it is, man. The music says what it says. Whether you're critiquing a different regime or a different philosophy or political ideology or our own here at home. You know what I'm saying? And who's that one dude that came out with the beard and he had that crazy hit that everybody was like...
Anthony Oliver?
Anthony Oliver. And then everybody tried to claim him. The right trying to claim him. The left trying to claim him. He's like, you are the people I'm talking about. It's you guys are the issue.
Like, I don't care about a record deal.
I don't care about the record deal. Exactly. And you love that. Like, dude, I said this before, and I know what you're going to say. Oh, go ahead, attack me. Recency bias. Yep. Yes. Yep. He is the Beatles. Okay, I'm not. Dude, he out of everything you show me, like, man, just imagine. I can understand now. In the beginning, I was like, dude, if he and Yoko were such an issue, and you can go back, I forget when I said it here. Why didn't they just get rid of him sooner? The Beatles didn't need Lennon and Yoko.
You just say stuff without even knowing.
Oh, how wrong I was. You know what I mean? But I can at least admit I was wrong. You know what I mean, dude? Like, now I know why they were like, I guarantee you they were all in the back room like, come on, we could deal with her at least come on. We got a few more hits, guys. 10 more years. We could deal with her for 10 more years. You know what we could do with 10 more years?
10 more minutes.
You know what I mean? They're like, not 10 more minutes. I'm sure that there were conversations had, like, guys, we can stick this out. We're a revolutionary rock band.
But even if that was true, what is the point of sticking it out?
To create more art like this.
You only do it if you love it, if you enjoy it. Once it becomes like that 9 to 5 that you're just clocking in, you're hating every minute of it, what's the point?
I mean, to your point, they still went on and had good independent careers after between Lennon and McCartney. I know the other two, Ringo Starr didn't have as much independent success, obviously.
I mean, he did. They all did. They really did.
But individually, the two biggest were McCartney.
Not like chart-topping type success.
Exactly,
but
dude,
a career out of it.
I didn't know this was the Beatles. Again, it's one of those bands, just like Queen. When you hear it, oh wow, that's the Beatles. Oh wow, that's Queen. Now I understand why they're so iconic and why they have so many fans. Because even if you weren't a fan of their early music, you were probably a fan of their later music, which I am, obviously, of their later music. And their more mature music, again, talking about, like, he really talked about stuff in this. And he talks about, oh yeah, brother, well, you say you got to play. We'd love to hear your plan. Give it to me. Like, because that's all you politicians do is give us lip service. What's the plan? Tell us how you're going to fix this. But if you're talking about war, you can count me out. Like, dude, just the guts he had. I'm going to say this is probably one of my favorite Beatles songs you played for me so far.
Wow.
Just because it's that impactful and that important. I love it. You're right. Revolutionary.
I thought you would like it. It's not even in my top 20, to tell you the truth. But I'm glad you like it. It's a great song. It's a fun song to put on. And especially if you're listening to the lyrics and you're looking for the message, you're definitely going to get it right there. Like I said, this guy's always ready for revolution, so I knew he would love it. If you like our reaction, please don't forget to comment below and let us know. Don't forget to like. That's very, very important. And subscribe. And until next time.
We know all things.